"You're blocking my spot, lady. Move your car now." Those were the last words 45-year-old supermarket clerk Javier Morales heard before routine parking disputes spiraled into unthinkable violence. In a quiet Seattle suburb, one woman's refusal to yield and another's insistence on standing her ground would ignite a chain of events that stunned the community and tested the limits of the law. It was 6:17 p.m. on a drizzly Tuesday when surveillance cameras at the Green Valley Market recorded a scuffle by the entrance. A silver sedan sat half in a handicapped space. A petite woman in designer sunglasses, Linda Carter, glared from the driver's seat. Javier, on his dinner break, politely asked her to move. Moments later, a glint of metal, an ice-pick blade, flashed in Linda's hand. Before Javier could react, she lunged across the hood. Green Valley is the kind of neighborhood where neighbors share zucchini from their gardens and wave across the street. The market parking lot sees the same faces each week. Families, retirees, students. Javier Morales, 24, worked part-time stocking shelves while studying engineering. He was known for his easy smile and willingness to help. Linda Carter, 42, lived 2 blocks away. A divorced mother of 2, she drove a late-model sedan, spent mornings at Pilates class, and afternoons browsing luxury boutiques online. On the surface, she was orderly and polite, until her sense of entitlement flared. That evening, Linda pulled into the lot, found no spots, and parked in a disabled space just for a minute, she would later claim. Javier calmly approached, badge clipped to his belt. "Javier, ma'am, that spot's reserved. Could you please move?" Linda, laughing nervously, "I just need 2 more minutes. Can't you see I'm with my kids in the back?" Javier held firm. The air crackled with tension. Witnesses reported Linda's voice rising to a shout, then silent. When Javier stepped forward, Linda drew the ice pick. She attacked in swift, practiced strikes. Javier dove aside but suffered a deep stab wound to his shoulder. He managed to retreat behind a parked SUV and called 911. Police arrived within 5 minutes. Linda had fled on foot toward her home. Javier was rushed to Harborview Medical Center, where he survived after emergency surgery. Detective Marisol Vega took the case. At first, it looked like a random assault, a transient attacker. Perhaps the disabled spot status suggested desperation, maybe drug-seeking behavior. But surveillance review revealed Linda's sedan, license plate clear, no stranger involved. 911 recording captured Javier's pained voice identifying his assailant. Witness statements varied. Some remembered a short, blonde woman. Others thought the attacker wore sunglasses and a scarf. Suspicions briefly fell on a local drifter with a history of violent outbursts, but security footage placed him miles away at that time. Meanwhile, Linda's children arrived at the station, distraught but unharmed. Javier Morales, a first-generation American juggling studies and work. He'd once helped a woman change a tire in a storm and believed in courtesy, even with difficult customers. Linda Carter, friends describe her as punctual and meticulous, yet controlling. A recent custody battle over her daughter had left her feeling powerless. Behind closed doors, she claimed supermarket management was ganging up on her. In her mind, parking illegally was a minor infraction compared to the injustice she felt daily. Detective Vega sensed Linda's rage ran deeper than entitlement. In interrogation, Linda broke down, confessing she snapped under unrelenting stress, her sense of order shattering in that asphalt lot. Toxicology report. Linda tested positive for prescription anxiety medication and a sedative that shouldn't have mixed. Had she been impaired? Neighbor testimony. One neighbor reported hearing Linda rehearse a parking rampage scenario days earlier, a red flag dismissed as idle venting. Vehicle forensics. The knife matched tool marks found under Javier's fingernails, but the handle had no fingerprints, a sign Linda wiped it clean. Each new clue seemed to clear Linda, only to pull her back into suspicion. The community was divided. She's a monster, some said. Others warned, you don't know what she's been through. 3 weeks into the investigation, forensics uncovered a tiny slip of paper lodged beneath the front seat. A day planner page listing GVM 6 p.m., move car or face consequences. Handwriting matched Linda's. Faced with incontrovertible evidence, Linda admitted premeditation for the first time. She had indeed planned to park there, intended to intimidate, then spiral when Javier refused her demands. During the trial, the prosecution painted Linda as a woman overwhelmed by her own bitterness and privilege, determined not to be controlled. Javier testified, detailing his own fear and the life-altering injury he suffered. The defense argued temporary insanity under extreme stress, but the jury rejected it. Linda Carter was convicted of assault with a deadly weapon and sentenced to 8 years in state prison. Green Valley Market installed automatic license plate readers to enforce parking rules. Customer service training now emphasizes de-escalation. Javier returned to his studies with a newfound purpose, advocating for workplace safety and mental health awareness. Linda's case became a cautionary tale, a stark reminder of how entitlement and unaddressed trauma can explode into violence. In the end, what began as a simple request to move a car turned into a clash of wills with devastating consequences. Javier's calm professionalism could not quell Linda's inner storm, and Linda's refusal to yield revealed the fault lines in a community that once believed it was too ordinary for tragedy. Sometimes the most dangerous crimes hide in plain sight, behind tinted windows and polite smiles, waiting for the moment someone refuses to move. This is True Crime Tapes. Subscribe for weekly deep dives into real-life mysteries, murders, and the moments that changed everything. Thanks for watching. Don't fail to hit the like button.